Give me just 10 minutes to completely change the way that you think about food. I genuinely believe that if I had to teach women one thing about weight loss, it would have nothing to do with macros, calories, proteins, or meals. It absolutely would be changing the way and their relationship with how they view food. Because after coaching thousands of women over the past decade and also going through, by the way, my own health and wellness journey, I've realized most women don't actually struggle with food. They struggle with their relationship with food. They spend all week trying to be good and then feel so guilty when they eat something indulgent. They label foods as healthy or unhealthy. They think one meal ruined their progress. They start over every Monday. They're constantly either on track or off track, and honestly, all of it is so exhausting. The crazy thing is that the leanest, healthiest, happiest people I know are not obsessing over every single meal, every single piece of food that they are consuming. I used to be there, I get it, but fortunately for me, I have been able to work on my relationship with food and heal it, and honestly, I want the same for you. Today, I now have a completely different relationship with food, and in this video, I am going to share with you some of the mindset shifts that I have made that changed my approach to eating. Let's get into it. One of the biggest issues when it comes to food is your all or nothing mindset. Do you think that if you have a high protein, whole food breakfast, you have a healthy lunch, healthy dinner, but then you have some cookies and ice cream for dessert after dinner, that your entire day is ruined? Your body is not keeping score. Let me tell you that. Your entire day of eats before that isn't erased just because you decided to have dessert. When it comes to actually sustaining a realistic, long-term, healthy diet, there needs to be balance. Extremes absolutely do not work. So whether you are eating in an extreme where like you're excessively eating all the foods all day, every day, thousands of calories, not seeing results, like of course you're overindulging, overeating, and when you have goals, weight loss goals in particular, you're probably not going to approach them if you're at that extreme. But it's the same when you are restricting. If you are constantly restricting, eating 1,000 to 1,200 calories every single day, your body, yes, it may actually respond in the beginning because you're putting your body in a deficit, but you cannot maintain that deficit for long term. It is not healthy. When you truly learn the art of balance and intuitive eating, that is when everything changes. You can have the dessert, but also know that the next day you are going to have a clean day of eats and like not second guess it, not even think about it, and not feel like you are restricting. You're just like, no, this is how I eat every single day. I have my protein, my fat, my carb. I thrive and I'm energized. I feel good off of this diet. And if I have a cookie here and there and I go out for drinks on Wednesday and I have a burger on Saturday, it is all welcomed and it is all okay. Once I stopped looking at food through an all or nothing lens, that is when everything changed. That's when I stopped feeling guilty about indulging. I stopped needing fresh starts and I started seeing the results in my body that I never thought I would see from literally just like letting go and going way more with the flow. The reality is that your body responds to what you do consistently over time. So one salad isn't going to make you lean, one piece of cake isn't going to make you gain weight. What actually changes your body is your patterns over days, weeks, months, and years. When I look back at the periods in my life where I was the leanest, happiest, including now, there was never any form of perfection present. I got to this point because most of my meals supported my goals most of the time. There's still a little bit of room for vacations, birthdays, nights out with my girlfriends. The difference is those moments are part of my overall lifestyle versus moments that are completely derailing. Like, I don't look at those moments as completely derailing my progress. I truly believe that a lot of women, and you can even do this now, would benefit from zooming out and looking at their overall habits over a period of time versus, having again that one meal, overthinking it, and over analyzing every single thing that they eat. For a very long time, I approached food by asking only one question: is this healthy or is this unhealthy? The problem with this mindset is that it creates two categories, and then suddenly every single meal that you eat, it is either a pass or a fail. This is a very bad cycle and fear-mongering way to approach food. That's when fear begins to creep in and when people start associating what they eat with their self-worth. Now, I think that much better questions are: how does this make me feel? Am I energized? Do my workouts feel strong? Am I full and satiated for at least 2 to 3 hours after I am eating? When you start paying attention to those things, healthy eating becomes way more intuitive. That's what I kind of touched on before. And I know intuitive eating can kind of be like, well, where do I start? Because there's really no guidelines when it comes to intuitive eating. But when you really focus on how foods make you feel, you start choosing them because you've actually learned about what foods help you make you feel your best. In the end, I think that the goal for all of us really is food freedom. I'm sure you've heard that phrase before. It's being able to be in a space and have a relationship with food where you can go on vacation, indulge, enjoy, live your life. I always say food is really a joy of life, and we should never be depriving ourselves from that joy. Like, I love a spritz in Europe in the summer. I'm gonna be eating all the pasta, all the gelato, and I am going to be doing that guilt-free because I know that 90% of the year I am locked in, but like naturally locked in a way where I'm having my celery juice in the morning. I'm hitting my 120 grams of protein. I'm doing the practices and the habits in my daily routine that I love because they make me feel good. But on the other side of it, I'm also okay indulging. That is true food freedom, and that is where the magic happens and where I really want all of us to be. To me, that is what a healthy relationship with food looks like. I know it can be a lot more complicated than that, but if your relationship with food is around obsession, fear, and perfection, know that, you maybe have some work to do, and hopefully you can take little pieces of this video that will help you begin to work through that. We do also have a really exciting new offer on Shape launching later in the summer. It is going to be called Shape Elite, and in that program, you will have one-on-one access to a macro coach who will be giving you not only personalized meal plans and macro support, but can also help you work through any issues with food that you have. And also, I'll be there to support you day by day, so stay tuned for that. Really excited about it. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this video, it is that changing your body often starts with changing the way that you actually think. Most women don't need another diet. They don't need another set of rules or restrictions. What they actually need is a healthier perspective with food and a healthier relationship with the choices that they are making every single day. So let me know what you think below. What was your one takeaway? Maybe one piece of advice that you want to also help give someone else in this community. Thank you, as always, for being here. I'm going to also leave a link for a free meal plan below. Hopefully that can also help you out a little bit if you're looking for somewhere to start. Thank you, as always, for being here, and I will see you next time. Make sure to check out my latest video here.